What up, Yazoo? Welcome back to the wheat field. Welcome to you. If you are new, hey, welcome to you too. This voice gotta wake up. We still haven't said nothing. We got our first cup of coffee in the cup. It's definitely still giving me that song. First part of waking up. Somebody must really like Folgers. I don't know why that's been coming through all week because we definitely do not drink Folgers. We will, right? We ain't got no other coffee. But that's not the first choice. That's not what we reaching for. We is not. So great day on to you. The cup today is focused on the good. Ooh, we just wasted something. Do we got a napkin? We might have to go get a napkin because we just wasted a little coffee. We ain't gonna cry over it. Don't cry over spilled milk. I feel like there's a napkin somewhere. We gotta get it. Uh, Maybe not. We gotta go get a napkin, y'all. Hold on. Give me your grace. Give me your grace. We wasted a drop of coffee and we're back. Today is a wonderful week Wednesday. A wonderful week Wednesday. We are not crying over spilled milk. And my eyes have been watering this morning, so somebody might be crying over spilled milk. They might be crying over a mess they made. Because Spirit did give us that download. They said something about like they can't take what's yours. So somebody may have been trying to take something that belongs to you. I don't know. Let's jump in here and put up the pinned comment. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. We still been catching the number 9, like right now. You know what I mean? We've been catching the number 9. The numbers add up to the number 9. So somebody could be like a life path number 9. 2025 is the year of 9. So something could be wrapping up. Hey, Cynthia. You said the title is already resonating. Hey, girl, hey. Thank you so much for tapping. Yeah, my eyes is just watering. I'm like, what the heck? I feel like somebody kind of crying in the spirit. Oh, my goodness. Somebody thought that they could take your itch. It's given like they found out differently, though. Like, whatever belongs onto you. And the spirit will always restore you. You know what I mean? That's what it's given. Sometimes we get held up because the thing that somebody took from us, sometimes it can't be replaced. Like, it can't. Like, some shit is just, like, irreplaceable. Like, when we had to leave our ex-husband, who was not a very nice person, some things that we didn't pack that got left behind. You know what I mean? Like, we can't get those things back. And I doubt, very seriously doubt, this person is like holding it in storage because they're such a great person. Now, if they were that type of person, we'd probably still be together. But they're not. So, I'm pretty sure those things are gone. And one of them includes Blessing's baby book. We got custody of her when she was 11 months. So our photos in our building, her, baby album started about right before she turned 1. And we, she's 17 now, so that's how many pictures. And we left our ex-husband when Blessing was 12, 13, something like that. So all of those years, our pictures we'll never get back. Hey, Kiki, thank you so much for tapping in. So things like that, can't be recovered, can't be restored. You know what I mean? You kind of have to piece it back together the best way you can. It's like having a house fire. You can't get certain stuff back. But just like in a house fire, like if you have insurance, the insurance can monetarily pay you so you can replace the things that were lost, those lost items. And that's kind of like what I'm getting. So of course some things are priceless. They can never be restored. They can never be, recovered. And then some things like you can get the monetary value from some other insurance coverage and you can repurchase those essentials that you need, that were lost or taken from you. So that's kind of like what the spirit is giving me. Like you may not get back some things that were priceless, and somebody gonna have to pay for that. I'm hearing like they gonna have to pay for that if it wasn't a natural disaster. But some things that, if it's money, inheritance, shit like that, I'm getting like the spirit will restore it back onto you. It just may not always come back from the same avenue. Like, so say if your brother stole from you and they squandered all the fucking money, obviously the money that they stole and squandered won't be returned from through that avenue. But the spirit may open up a different pathway for that money, that value to return back onto you because it was yours and it technically, energetically cannot be stolen from you. That's what we're picking up. So focus on the good. Somebody like Folgers. I don't know who drink Folgers in the morning, but I keep hearing that commercial. Best part of waking up, exposures in somebody waking up. They waking up. It's like wake up, get a cup of coffee. It's giving for somebody time to face reality. Shit. Let's get a sip. Thank you to the Alpha and Omega. Thank you. I almost heard like an ending because we said shit and we talked over the coffee, so we need to end that and start again, beloved. Thank you. Yes. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. I don't know what's going on. Look, Eight of Pentacles keeps coming through. It's definitely something about work. We pulled Eight of Pentacles yesterday, or had it in the message yesterday. Y'all, it's been some crazy readings coming out. A lot of energy. Fire energy has been heavy. Fire and earth. All the elements really have been speaking, but I'm really been picking up on fire and earth. And yesterday's live, the evening live, Spirit kind of took us down the process of a star forming, like star formation. We be talking about, how diamonds are created and we gotta have that pressure, but shit, stars require that heat. What? Spirit showed us how stars are formed. They said the heat first is some sort of collision, like gaseous clouds coming together, boom, collision, right? And that collision knocks somebody off their ass, like on their ass, like boom, down. And it's like all this gravity and pressure to something like just pressing until that cloud of gas gets flattened out and it starts spinning. And then it's giving that spitting out of control or something like that, just like going. And then all this heat starts to develop from the inside out, from the core. It's like heating up until it reaches like a temperature of 10 million Kelvin, and then boom, the star explodes. So it's definitely creating something from very raw material, collision, something happened, pressure, gravity, feeling like you just been smashed down, held down, spinning out of control. That heat is building and building and building and building and building until it gets so motherfucking hot, boom, you explode. A new star on the spot. So somebody is going through it. It's giving either spirit is working you out in the spirit. Spirit could be working on other people. It could be, whoever the fuck ran into you and caused you to like be knocked down and fucking held down, this pressure, weight, spinning out of control, reeling because of circumstance, heat and pressure building up just like so hot till you feel like you can't even take it, till you get to the point where you erupt, right? And then it's like, something magnificent is being born, but it's just going through the process. And people don't think about like the process of becoming, that is not easy. It's not. To create something, even if we think about the Most High God and being this creator, like the potter who's creating this, the sculptor, right? They are creating the art. They go through so many iterations to get that thing perfect down to a science. You know what I mean? Like, so just think, how does the clay feel? Right? Like, how does it feel as it's being chiseled away, as it's being sculpted and it's being remade? Or being made. Hey, Forrest. Thank you so much for tapping in. Wow. And look, you're from Hawaii. And I literally just left a comment like 2 days ago that I've been called to Hawaii ever since I was young. There's power lines and ley lines. I think it's like my peaceful space. Like when I go there, I am going to be activated in some way. So ever since I was young, I have always dreamed of living in Hawaii. And every time that I get a chance to go, something always changes. Wow. So composure is here. Definitely needing some composure. Stay composed. There's something about the fire, that blue fire, that energy that's coming out of your hands. It's like the making of a light worker. A star is being born. Yeah, we see self acceptance and transformation. So you definitely are being born. You're going through a transformation, and it's like you may have to go through the process of self acceptance and accepting your new self and who you are. So stay composed at this time. The Most High God is working somebody out. Somebody is being perfected, and the process of perfection is not perfect. It's just not. It's not. Clear, cancel, and release is here, and we see learning experiences. So definitely clear, cancel, and release. The energy of past cycles, like it's letting go season. And it was all a learning experience. Like you were growing, you were perfecting something, you were getting it down to a science. And now it's like you get it. Like you're composed, you're seated, you're calm, you're tranquil, right? It's giving serene. You know how to harness your power, you know how to generate your own energy. Like the star is burning. But this is what I was getting. You see that heat from the inside? It's been something a lot with fire energy lately, and that's what we came down to. Like a star is dawning, a star is being born, and for stars to be born, it takes heat. That's that fire energy. You could have a lot of heat inside of you. Your solar plexus could be very active in terms of transmuting, letting go, learning experiences, and canceling, clearing, and releasing energy. It's a lot of energy right now. Even in here, I feel a lot of energy coming to you. I feel a lot of energy coming out of you, brewing within you, building up around you, so that this star can be born. It's doing what it's supposed to do, unfortunately. Fortunately, unfortunately. Forrest, did you say facts about the power lines and the ley lines? I have always been drawn to it. And people have told me you don't want to go live on an island, you get island fever or island sickness, and you just don't want to leave. But I feel like I love the beach. And the island is just surrounded by beaches. I could be at the water all the time. I look, I'm telling you, I slap on some coconut oil and lay out there and tan and get nice and cocoa brown. Trust me, that is my thing. Then we say fire energy. Look, night of fire. Fire energy. It's something about fire. It is the star that is swarming. And look, breakout fucking energy. You talking about leading you to the Nine of Pentacles? You've been crowned. It's a crown on your head. It's not the Empress crown quite yet, but you got a crown now. So you got spiritual title. You have spiritual position. You will be coming into that self-sufficiency. Eight of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles is definitely a progression. Eight of Pentacles working on something, learning experience to the Nine of Pentacles. You learn, you've grown, and you taking that learning, transmuted it into more knowledge, into more growth, into more fruitfulness, increasing your harvest. And you know how to do it, and you can do it with ease and grace. It don't have to be heavy. You know how to tap into your light, into your energy, staying composed and calling anything. And this composure is sticking out to me today because I don't know if y'all can check in on the community page. We posted another video. I don't know his name yet, but he just gives great messages, right? So if you were into the celestial and the ethereal, thinking about otherworldly beings, other dimensions, what does that mean for us? You might find it interesting. So he was talking about spiritual neutrality, right? And spiritual neutrality is a concept that we discuss a lot because it's integrating your dark and your light, coming to the middle, coming to par. You're not caught up in the do I believe or do I not believe. I can believe all things because all things are possible. So it's not a thing about whether I believe it or not. It's about, am I observing it? Is the presence of it somehow, expressing itself? Is it saying to me that yes, this thing is right here in front of me? Or is it possible I believe it exists, but I've just never experienced it? It's a difference, like this learning experience. You learn directly from something when you experience it, you participate in it. The spirit brings you that scenario, you are an active participant, you experience, and then you learn. You're supposed to, right? So life is nothing but a learning experience. It is the tangible way of learning. Hands on, some people listen, and some people can see. Life is a doing experience. You do it. And life is the greatest teacher because, again, it's teaching you through doing, through experience. So when you can come to neutrality about your experiences, it's never just this or that, right? And the cup says focus on the good, and we're going to get to that in a minute because it might sound like it's going to conflict what the spirit is getting ready to say to us. But in actuality, it doesn't. So if you can become neutral with your experiences, everything is just things that are happening. It's technically never just really bad or never really just good. It just is, right? Everything just is. And we decide based on how we feel whether that thing is good or bad, right? So it could transpose. What's good to you might be bad for me. It's all subjective, right? Um, but the thing for us who know to how to manifest our reality, or that we're consciously manifesting our reality, using our light, using our energy, harvesting it, or harnessing. I don't know why I say harvesting, so something is trying to harvest your energy. But it's like harnessing your energy to create materialism that you can harvest. If you want good shit, you have to lean and focus towards the good, beloved. I know that was a lot. Everything that happens to you is truly just neutrality happening. Everything can happen. All things are possible. And depending on certain situations, events, factors, environmental shit, temperature, that shit could be explosive. It could be what we consider good. It could be what we consider bad. Because explosive could be good or bad. It's just all about how we feel about it. Somebody exploding into this mega superstar could be a good thing and it could also be a bad thing. But if you focus your energy towards the good, then that is more of what you will experience. That is more of what you will create. High vibrational frequency, high vibrational energy. Hopefully, these ingredients are starting to come together for you, we. Hopefully, right? It's the Tears and We Throw show. You never know what you're going to get. Start off slow, like that old school Crisco. We got to get these ingredients together. We got to get that oil out the can and into the pan. And the alpha and the omega, the beginning and the end, they come in and turn the heat up. They get to cooking. We know a little bit of what? We've been feeling this heat, this fire, and Spirit revealed onto us what it was. It was kind of hidden in the messages. It wasn't clicking, it wasn't coming together until they gave us that moment. Boom! Now we get it. A star is being formed, and in order for a star to be formed, not only does something have to happen, a triggering event, some sort of collision is what they gave us, two clouds of energy and all this material, boom, coming together. Something spinning out of control and getting pushed down by all this weight and this gravity and this pressure and feeling like something about it pounding them down and holding them down. Somebody getting upset, they're angry, the heat is building up. Like, shit, you gonna let me up, it's let me up, let me up, let me out. Boom! Once the right temperature is hit, explosive. And somebody coming out like a star, beloved. Nine of Pentacles energy. Enjoying the fruits of your labor. All that hard work you went through leading to a luxurious life. You could be buying yourself something special. It could be a new home, a new car. It could be a new business account, right? It could be a new dress to go out in. I don't know. But it's giving happily successful, self-employed, and enjoying your solitude, beloved. So somebody doing all of this shit again by themselves. Oh shit. Six of Cups. What was this past collision that led to this Nine of Pentacles? Self-sufficiency. So somebody could be going through the process of remembering something. They're thinking, reflecting, and it's coming out with regret. So somebody from your past, could be the person that you had the collision with, is now regretting something, because you do got two cups, a cup here and a cup there, or they may be missing these two cups. You could be looking back on your past with regret, and you could be missing these two cups. I'm hearing it's all about you. So whatever we talk about is going to be about you. So don't focus on the negative, right? Because that's why they pulled the cup. Check that shit out. That's why they pulled the cup. Y'all see what they say? Focus on the good, right? Ashe, focus on the good. What's on the Five of Cups? Focusing on the negative. That's why they brought that cup, but because that's the message. Focus on the good. This collision in your past with this other person, what they brought to you, what they offered you through colliding with you, is skyrocketing you. It's turning somebody into a fucking superstar. So focus on the good. You might be upset about the collision, about how it hurt, how much pressure it put you under, how you've been feeling like you've been held down and like you just can't get up. But it's all this fire that's building in you. And when that temperature gets to the right temperature, you're going to erupt. You're going to erupt. It's going to be something amazing. This whole thing is, this fire is building because of this collision. It's fueling your passion. So if you are feeling regretful about it, it's like you could look at it two different ways. Is it good or is it bad? Spirit said focus on the good. What is it doing for you? If you can't sit in a space of good or bad, become neutral. Before you lean to the bad, become neutral. If you can stay neutral and tilt yourself to the good, then you will definitely be able to harness the fire within your supernatural powers and create more goodness. That will be what you put out. Spirit is showing me, they're telling me that the fire is blue because they want you to calm your energy. And blue fire burns hot. I don't know, I'm thinking about chemistry. I'm thinking about a Bunsen burner. So y'all tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong or if I'm misremembering, right? If I'm off a little bit. But doesn't the blue fire have a higher temperature than red when we think about chemistry and Bunsen burner? Somebody put it in the comments. I think the blue flame is burning hotter. Like the temperature of that flame is hotter. Ridiculous pressure. Been mad at the universe lately. Change. That's why Spirit is saying, hey, LC, thank you so much for tapping in. Yes, Cynthia, that's why Spirit is saying coming through to come into neutrality. If you can't come to neutrality with your attitude with the universe, then, yeah, that's going to be detrimental because you are leaning into the low vibrational force when you are angry instead of allowing that anger to receive it, to allow it to come in and neutralize it. Neutralize the anger and allow it to fuel your passion. That's solar plexus. Thank you, Jean. Yes, the blue flame is hotter than the red, and that's what we were picking up. Like look how much temperature you are able to harness to pull through, like that heat. The heat that's coming from inside of you is way hotter than this. What? You are going through all of this temperate, this like building and building and building and building of heat. When you in this hermit space, you are learning these experiences. You're learning from this past collision. And Spirit is saying, let go of the regret of the past because it helped build you to this. You needed it. You could not get here to get the energy to be heated up, lit up, to harness it and use it for the good without going through the collision. There's no way. The energies had to come in together. They had to collide. This is a cosmic force. It's not going to come together and be like, boop. Oh, I just bumped your bumper a little bit. Oh, there's no damage. Oh, we don't have to get insurance involved. We could just call it and go on about our merry little way. Fuck out of here. This is a cosmic boom coming together. You talking about something that knocked your ass down, sent you reeling and swirling and all of this heat, this pressure. It must have knocked their ass out too because it's still pressure holding, pressing down on you. I don't know what happened. But it's definitely giving that collision. A star is forming. That heat from that fucking learning experience building up hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. Blue flame to what? Come on with this thing. We do see the color blue. We just were saying that, but it's stuck energy. It was an impasse. It's two things colliding, two swords crossing. Yeah, being unable to or unwilling to make a decision, follow your own heart rather than trying to make others happy, pretending there is no problem, over analyzing a situation. So a couple of things on that. Definitely following your own heart rather than trying to make other people happy, right? And pretending that there is no problem. Because there was a problem. There is an issue. The issue is the celestial energetic collision that is forming you as a star, and you may not understand it. You look back on the past with negativity instead of focusing on the good. Things are not turning out the way that you anticipated it. Oh no. Forgiveness or self or others. Everything happens for a reason. Look for the hidden blessing. This blue flame that's developing. And look, it's a card in reverse. We didn't even see them fall out. It's this King of Cups. I don't know who the fuck this mofo is, but somebody got a King of Cups in reverse in their life, and it's given, they gonna get it. Whoever this King of Cups is the person that you collided with. They built your star, is what they said. I don't know why they did that, but somebody about to wipe their mouth. It's giving you gonna eat. You ate. Of course you ate. You had 9 pentacles. You think you don't eat every day? What do you want? Caviar, steak? Lifestyles of the rich and famous, I say. That's for somebody. Please believe, because all things are possible, beloved. In these day and age, anybody could blow the fuck up. I tell you, we was just kind of scrolling through YouTube. So y'all know how I'm going to pick that up. We're going to get what the Spirit said. It's conversational. It's a podcast here as we throw show. Y'all don't never know what you're going to get. Your girl Lati here. Spirit had us scrolling on YouTube. We growing a channel. Y'all know how it is. Everything is about growth mechanisms. What is the formula? How do we hit the algorithm? Boom! Hit it so hard. Break this shit open. The viralist of the show is going. Right? Show going viral. That's what Spirit said. How do we do it? What's the formula? You scroll by these people. Damn, hey that. You go head on, sis. You go, bro. I'm celebrating. I'm clapping for everybody. Look, you got 3 views. I put a K behind your shit. 3K. 3,000. I'm bigging up and leveling up in everybody's shit. I don't care. We've been doing us the same way since the inception. The first, look, okay? We be so excited. One of our goals was not to be the first person to watch our video. You define your own success, like real shit. We started the channel. One of the first goals was to get at least 2 subscribers. Had to be 3 because I subscribed to self. Okay? Can I subscribe? Yep. This a different device. Subscribe to yourself. Shit. You gotta cheerlead you. If you ain't in early on the ground floor and believe in you, you can't expect nobody else to. Then, now we got 3 subscribers. We said 3K or 300. No, we've been putting a K behind everything because we just make it like, K, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit, somebody watched the video. 3 people, 3K. That's just like what we've been doing. That's how we put the good on it. We put that energy on it, right? And so, there you go. Ding. Thank you, Spirit. So, when we go past other people's channel who growing, you got 10 views, 15 views, I put a K behind your shit too. 10K, 15K, congratulations to you. I be bigging up everybody. I promise you I do. Look, that's just how it is. When I see somebody got 810K views, what? What? That's 810 million, 8 million point 100,000. Like, I big people shit up, level it up. That's the energy. Always big your shit up. Where was we going? Because we went off on a tangent. You took us on big and shit up. You celebrate yourself and you set your own success. And how success rolls out to you could be different from anybody else. So like we were saying, how we got down that road. Thank you so much, beautiful. Um, they said that is no one special way to get there. Like everybody got their own special knack, their own niche. People who do the thumbnails, Veronica is great at that. She's great at Canva and AI and all that shit. She definitely is one of those people. Michelle Fernandez do the same thing too. People make these beautiful thumbnails and it tells you about the video and it makes you interested and then you click it. Boom. Some people don't give a fuck. Some people that's out there doing this shit, they got on a bonnet. They out there looking crazy. They sitting in a car. You know what I mean? Like, and they are making the way. Like, they still getting the 27K views. They're still getting the 810K views. Like, you see the video came out 3 days ago and damn, they had 100K views. That's beautiful. And what it told me is that it's no one specific formula. So if you are stressed out on how to make something come in, what is the right mix, what is the right formula, just keep working on your craft and how the spirit is guiding you to do it. Work on you and fulfilling you, and the success will find you. You define success for you anyway. We was successful when we had more than 3 subscribers, beloved. We was like, shit, we did it. We made it. Yay! The video get 2 views on it, because I mean, I watched it, because we always gonna sow into self. We learning, we growing. The spirit give us extra messages, things that we didn't pick up on, or we just got squirreled and they took us and we went off and we didn't come back to that point, and we need to pick back up on that because it was a part of the message. It was important. So we always watch self. We always sow. We always leave a comment. We are always growing, and not just like nitpick self, but you can always improve. You can always improve whatever it is that you're doing. Some people don't give a shit. They put their video out and they just leave it. It's out there. Damn it, we did it. So it's really no right or wrong, no good way or a bad way to do it. If it's meant for you, the success will come in. It will find you. And remember not to let other people's success to define success for you. Be yourself, and you will be fruitful. Because what's being developed in you, this star energy, is something that's never been seen before. So how can anybody quantify what your sparkle, your shine is supposed to be when it's never been seen? But that's just it, Jean. And it's holding on to that sentiment. Jean says she started her business and was so happy with her first sale. It felt successful with the one sale, because it is. You got that one customer to come in and purchase from you, and let alone a person come back and buy another one, 2, 3. You got a repeat customers. That's why I appreciate y'all so much. People who come by and sit through these lives, y'all know it's choppy. You know it's different. You know it's going to be a bunch of ingredients. But we've come to develop a rapport. You understand by the time that the message is done, these ingredients going to come together. It's going to make a meal. It's going to be edifying onto our spirit. It's going to strengthen us, give us courage so that we can bear the yoke that's on our shoulders. We are powerful. And on this journey of becoming, of being made, this breakout, burst out energy, a couple of things. Everybody is not gonna shine like you. They not. Right? They just not. I give thanks and then people leave. But that's okay. I love y'all. Y'all, they gonna come back. Or somebody else will. I love y'all. Anywho, Spirit said you needed this impact in order for your star to be born. and your star is bursting out on the scene. So we don't know the luminescence quite yet. We don't know what color is. Well, yes, we do. It's gonna burn blue because you got this blue heat coming from outside of you, right? And Spirit wants you to focus on the good of the situation, because you being composed is going to knock somebody else out of their space, or you may have even absorbed their fucking energy. I don't know how it works when two celestial clouds collide. This person could be destroyed. They could be decimated. You know what I mean? Because this is the person that you ran into. Yeah. They could be decimated. They could be destroyed. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad, Anthony. Yes, self forgiveness, please. But you know what? We are often the last person to forgive ourselves. That's a common phenomenon. So don't beat yourself up about it. We always, like, some people don't give a shit because they don't have a problem with like their remorse. They're not empathetic, right? So they don't care, right? But when you have emotion and you care, you have a hard time forgiving yourself. You can go to the Most High God, it forgives you, right? Boom, forgiveness. You ask, you repented, you understand what you did and the effect of it. You change your behavior, spiritual birth, and you offer something to make it right. That's your recompense. That process, you are forgiven. The Most High God gave you forgiveness. The people that you hurt may not forgive you, but then they got to struggle with that because they're carrying unforgiveness. Then you struggle with forgiving self, and now you're carrying unforgiveness. So if you know you've taken the steps to acknowledge, repent, change your behavior, and make something right to restore that thing, and a person is resistant against accepting that, then you just put up the boundary and do what you need to do for self to maintain your own composure, because you can only manage your energy. They have to do their own work of forgiveness, of forgiving. So give yourself forgiveness. You're doing what it takes to be forgiving. Don't continue to wreck yourself over the code, because it only leads you to suffer. And it's suffering without purpose. Like, we are not called to suffer. We will experience pain. Things will hurt. The collision hurts. That heat in the building up to withstand that level of temperature, it's not comfortable. It fucking hurts. Okay? But that's the becoming. It's hard work. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but you can do it. And when you get through it, look, hermit. Somebody is in the hermit in the learning experience. You see that lantern right there? That's this lantern. But you're learning. So give yourself grace. Sometimes we fuck shit up and we don't even know what we was doing. Sometimes the collision is because somebody wasn't watching where the fuck they was going. Right? You know what I mean? It's like it's something that did not happen. And no matter what the reason, everything happens for a reason, is what Spirit said. That's the lesson of the Five of Cups. Everything happens for a reason. It's a part of the becoming. We subatomic particles on a grand level, because we gonna nerd out just a little bit. Shit is resonating, right? Things are feeling chaotic, like neutrons and electrons and protons, they doing their thing, right? And electrical magnetism is happening. All these chemical reactions. It is, the universe is humming, so it's not still. It's not still. Things are moving around, and shit is going to bump into each other. It's going to collide. Things that are meant to attract to one another will attract, and they will collide when they come together. Some will bind, some will bounce off of one another and scatter and go into a different place. It seems like it's chaos. It's very chaotic at that level. But things do organize naturally. What's supposed to bind and come together, what will build and become more complex, it will happen. It's chemical processes that's always unfolding. Life is always unfolding. It's the mix of the chaos and the order that unfolds from it. So are we going to focus on the collisions and the chaos? You could think about it and understand how those collisions and that chaos brought you to this place to learn some shit, and then move forward focusing on the good, because you see the benefit, the fruit of it, what was created. What was created? Because if this Nine of Pentacles is the result of the learning experience, and you get to the point where you can harness your energy and manifest and create anything, you understand the power that's coming from out of you, what will you do then? What will you do then? Where will you go then? You will look, eventually you will look at this person that you collided with as a blessing. Shit, I'm so grateful that I collided with that person. They provided me the material and the pressure so that the heat can develop so that this star can be born. I wouldn't be sitting in this seat if it wasn't for this person. Right? So release the ego. Right? Maybe that's a part of you, an illusion. Somebody could have the illusion of being trapped, right? Like, I'm trapped and I'm being held down and there's all this heat and this pressure. Instead of saying that I'm trapped, you could say I'm being built. The star is being born. The heat that's needed so that I can, use my solar plexus. This wheel fire, I don't know why it came out like that. Wheel and fire. It's definitely about your will and about the fire, the desire, the passion, the fuel that you need. The willingness, the courage, the bravery. It's definitely something about you needing to build that heat. Yeah, magician. I told you, where you gonna be after you get this composure and you understand the heat that's coming up out of you and what you can do with it. You see, they can put the sword down. This is defenselessness. Like, they don't need to defend themselves. They don't. They composed. The truth is in front of them, so they have clarity, they have the ability, but they don't need it. Look at the heat coming out of their hands. They can manifest anything. You talking about manifest anything? That's a magician. You have mastered it. The learning experiences, being within yourself, you have turned into a magician. Magic is alive in your life. What you need to be a success will manifest. If you believe it, you can do it. If you believe it. And we kind of started with that. Like, all things are possible. Why would we not think that all things are possible? Just because it's not possible in this space doesn't mean it's not possible. Because that would mean, like, this is the only place there is to be. And we know that that's just inherently not true, because we're in a solar system with 9 or 8 other planets, depending on whether Pluto is a planet or a moon. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that thing. Atmospheres are different. Places are different. What can happen in that space is different. It breaks and defies the rules that we know of that exist on this planet. Everything is based on what we know about here, right? What we can ascertain or learn from here. So to be open to the fact that we are not just here, that it's other places, it's other rules of engagement, it's other ways of becoming, other ways of being, other ways of existing, other ways of living, then we kind of open ourselves up to the idea of magic and just wonderment. You believe again in all the possibilities and all the potentiality. The world. See, it's so much bigger than what we know. And on the True Tarot, the world card is looking back at Earth. It's not on Earth. That cycle that Reef, said the tarot card, it's another oracle tarot deck that shows the world. Like the energy deck, you're looking back at Earth. There's angel messages. This one right here, you're looking back at Earth. Like, this is not just about Earth energy. But it says you will become a brilliant success, a time of joyful accomplishment and spiritual enlightenment. Freedom to do whatever you want. Be proud of yourself. So if you working in 8 of Pentacles here, Hermit learning experiences are here. You coming out 9 of Pentacles here. And again, we said you will develop into this magician. The fire that's in your hands, the blue flame, what will you do? What will you manifest? Everything. A very high level of success, brilliant success, joyful accomplishment, and spiritual enlightenment. And they really should say spiritual enlightenment, joyful accomplishment, brilliant success, and then freedom to do whatever you want. Be proud of yourself. Because spiritual enlightenment comes first. That's the collision. to bring you into spiritual enlightenment. Look, awakening a psychic. A beautiful new emotional experience. You may not feel like it was good. It wasn't. You might have felt like it was a horrific emotional experience. Something that's holding you down and putting you up under an immense amount of heat and pressure. 10 million Kelvin, okay? A beautiful new, it wasn't beautiful. It was an emotional experience, a relationship with somebody else, Six of Cups in the past, an awakening, hermit, right, of your psychic abilities or new spiritual insights, which is why they told us to tell you, if spiritual enlightenment comes first. So it's definitely the spiritual enlightenment. And it wasn't a good time. It was like a dark night of the soul. Building all of this heat, the pressure, 10 million Kelvin. I just have to keep saying it. That shit sounds so fucking phenomenal to me. Like, I can't even imagine. Shit, we get burned by boiling water, and that boil at 100 degrees. What is it, 100 degrees Celsius or some shit, or Fahrenheit? I'm not for sure. I think it's Fahrenheit. I don't know. Don't fuck, put it in the comments, whoever knows. But it's definitely 100 degrees something, F or C. I want to say, I don't know. We're not gonna call it. But either who, 100 fucking degrees in boiling water. You talking about 10 million Kelvin? The fuck is that? That shit. 10 million Kelvin. It blows my mind every time I say it. 100 degrees Celsius. Thank you, Gene. You are so awesome. Thank you. 100 degrees Celsius? Water boil? What? You will burn yourself, scald yourself. 10 million Kelvin? 10 million. Millions to bring about this. 10! You see that? 10 million Kelvin. Fuck! That's a lot of heat. I just feel like I want to explode for somebody. Like, shit, that's a lot of heat. That's a lot of heat. Can you imagine? 212 degrees Fahrenheit? Man, look. And you talking about 10 million Kelvins. Kelvin might be somebody's name. I think I knew a Kelvin back in the day. I did. But 10 million, y'all, that shit's so wild to me. And you wonder why you going through what you going through? A Star is being born. Come on, what you saying? We got our little clothes in the way. We need to get that. We forgot to put them in the coffee pot. Now we put them in the cup and they just floating up. Thank you, Spirit. Focus on the good. Thank you, Spirit. Focus on the good. Thank you, Spirit. Focus on the good. It don't feel good to you. I know it don't. I know it don't. I know it don't. The work you have to put in to develop yourself into stardom, the belief that you have to have, is outside of most people. Like, they don't understand it. They don't get it. You have to be delusional to believe it, that this is possible. Oh yeah, I have this talent, this skill, this ability, this page of wands. I believe. I know I can do it. I know. The creativity. This person is like, they're a magician or something. Because look, they got a goddamn a winged kimono dragon. Okay? A winged kimono dragon. How to train your dragon much energy. But it's definitely like they believe they could do it. And they have to be delusional in order to continue to go. And there's something about you needing to collide with this person. And you may not be understanding how it was working towards your good. But Spirit said, it is. It happened for this very reason right here. To put you in work, put you in service, to give you more material to work with. It was not a good experience. Dark night of the soul, but it awakened your psychic gifts. You took that learning experience and you are going to become self-sufficient, or you are self-sufficient. Whatever you need to be done, you have a way to do it. You can manifest it. And somebody is going to enjoy the fruits of their labor. So if you felt like something didn't work out the way that it should have, the way you anticipated, this person that you collided with could have took something from you, because we were getting restoration, but we were getting, it may not come back in the way or the form that the person stole it from you. It may be transformed and come through in a new avenue. Yeah, Emperor, and they literally holding this in reverse. Somebody is falling and you are rising. You're gonna step into this Emperor seat. Ten of Pentacles. Who manages that Ten of Pentacles? Who's over it? It's an Emperor, Empress. How would you be able to handle this success if you hadn't been through if you hadn't been worked out, if you didn't learn, if you didn't sit underneath the pressure, if you can't take the motherfucking heat? You would not be allowed to enter into the kitchen. You can't come into the kitchen if you can't take the heat. Look, Five of Pentacles. And this combination came out at the end of yesterday's read. The Ten of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles. We were picking up the number 15. They gave us 3 5s, and 3 times 5 is 15. So for somebody, your Pentacles is coming back. This person may have took something from you. The 5 that they took is going to turn into 15. It's going to come back. It's just going to be a different avenue. So whatever they think they took from you and left you at a lack, it's coming back. It's coming back. Look, just stay focused. Focus on the good. Planning for long-term abundance from past choices. You may have invested a lot of money. It could have been a lucrative relationship. Whatever the fuck it was, somebody took off or left you, or you left them. The collision destroyed a lot, and it left you with 5 Pentacles, like coming out with half of what you had or some shit. But you didn't come out by yourself. The spiritual awakening and enlightenment says that you have spiritual help. They will help you persevere. And see, them negative thoughts will manifest into real challenges. Fears surrounding money. You might have needed to reach out for assistance, and that assistance could be your spirit team coming in. This could be like for somebody who's self-employed, and maybe things not going well. I'm not for sure, but it's definitely given like somebody left with half of what they had in some sort of relationship or collision. It stripped you down, and you came into a partnership with this spirit. They are helping you rebuild to receive. It's definitely, look, it's like 2 of Cups. It's definitely what happened in the past. It left somebody feeling like they had less than what they had. So if you were a person that went into a relationship with 10 Pentacles, 9 Pentacles, 10 Pentacles, like you were self-sufficient or more than, like on your own, then you came out with half of that. Like feeling like you lost your shirt or at a loss. Like it did not work out the way that you anticipated. But everything happens for a reason, beloved. It does. I do feel your spirit team coming through and working on your behalf and fighting for you. It does feel like, becoming decisive, more focused, right? I feel like you release defensiveness. But it is like being decisive and more focused, deciding to focus on the good and using your power that you have developed from within or have been revealed onto you. You become activated, and now you can really see what you can do. You have everything within you to be fruitful. You are planning for the long term. Everything is going to be restored onto you. So if the person that either did something to you, you collided with, if they haven't been destroyed, because they could have went their own way, learned their own lesson, but with this person being in reverse at the end of the spread, it's given decimated. It could have been decimated. For some reason, I'm feeling like I'm getting the energy like a plane collision. So maybe, the spirit allowed this person to come in and collide with you because it knew what it would do for you. 10 of Cups. So somebody's definitely going to still get to their wish fulfillment, like absolute happiness. So where a relationship might have been built on money for financial security and you coming out with a lack, the next one is going to be based on spiritual fulfillment and purpose, and you're going to have everything, and it's giving getting all things back. I want it all back. Everything that the enemy stole, all back. I want it all. That song has been coming through. I think we channeled that song like twice this week already. Fire. Fire. It's the fire. It's something with this fire. And that's the 6 of fucking swords. Victory. I want it all back. Everything that the enemy stole, all back. I want it all. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. 6 of Wands is like after the 5 of Wands. That's after some conflict, some sort of battle, competition, and you coming out victorious. Spirit said focus on the good. Wise choices that bring public recognition and success. And we already said your success on the world card, brilliant success. And it's public recognition and success, so you can be publicly recognized, publicly successful, promoted, awarded. I don't get the scholarships, or you just going to the next collegiate, curriculum, and it's going to be paid for, whatever the case may be, what the fuck you want to do. But I'm really getting promotions and awards are coming into you. Somebody's going to be publicly recognized. Somebody's going to be publicly successful. It's giving star energy. Look, meditation is here. Going into the spirit. Insights that comes from the spirit. Allow yourself more time before making a decision. Somebody could be mentally exhausted, or you were feeling that. Look, more heat. You become publicly successful. You are going to take the fuck off. It is giving public recognition, success, and taking the fuck off. The races. Stay focused though. Events requiring immediate action. Don't let nobody make a rush decision. Take time to think about it. Look, more fire. See, defend yourself, because people can make you rush into contracts, decisions, and shit like that, promoting you, trying to get their hands on you. And Spirit said, no, take your time, right? Allow yourself time before making a decision. Don't rush. You could definitely, hurt yourself or block yourself. Is something that you may need to defend yourself against. Protect what you have created. Whatever that you are making that's blowing the fuck up, this public recognition and success, take time to make decisions before you just race off and do something. It's like things could be moving so quickly, you really need to protect what you are given. Be prepared. Never give up and ask your angels for help. The 5 of Pentacles, those angels are there with you. You didn't get to this success by yourself. You didn't. So always ask your angels for help before you make any decision. And if you don't have clarity, then don't make the decision, because it's not the right person if they can't wait for you to decide, beloved. If they exhibit impatience, they want to rush you, they want to push you, they want to pressure you, you already know what to do. It's not the right choice. Yeah, see, don't be fooled by the fucking confusion or no shit. Your wishes are coming true. Your dreams will become a reality. A magical time of life. Again, but do you believe? You gotta believe. A lot of people not gonna believe. A lot of people do not believe. They don't. They swear they believe, but then they don't believe. You can't believe that all things are possible and then tell me what's not real. If all things are possible, then the spirit is in this room moving right now, reading these cards. They're playing cards. Lati don't play shit. It's the spirit that does it. We just a conduit. We a vessel for them to use. And we never take any credit over their success, because it don't belong to us. That's that 5 of coins with that angel back there helping you. When you get to that level of success, you don't take credit for it, because you know you didn't do it by yourself. When these wishes come true, you make sure that you remember and give glory and honor to that who did it through you. Don't get into your ego. Yeah. See, somebody did steal something. And look, it's a battle. Defending yourself. That's more fire. This fire is coming through. This King of Cups in the back is a thief. And they will teach you that other people will steal from you. They will do it for money. What people do to the Pentacles for money. But they gonna get their karma though, because the wheel is turning. It's giving time. Time is on my side. Is what it's giving me. That's the demon of Azazel. People who you could have a demon that is like haunting, not haunting you, but it's giving like stalking you. Because the demon of Azazel moves from person to person through touch, which is why you will notice that it is certain celebrities that's in that limelight that don't let people touch them. You could see some Kevin Gates fucking interviews and he's swiveling like this. People reach out and he like, oh no, he don't let people touch him. Why? Because demons and spirits move. I just recently lost family members because a certain person is not invited to my fucking house. Why? Because you can't bring them demons across my goddamn threshold. No. I don't give a fuck who you are. King of Swords, indiscriminate, anybody can motherfucking get it. I don't care. You not bringing them demons across my threshold. No. So you're going to have to clear and cancel and release some shit. Especially when the spirit got you raising your vibration. You know what I mean? Blessings and abundance is coming, and everybody can't be privy to your shit. King of Wands is here. That's fire. That's lit. And you got plans and goals. Look, I'm talking about Two of Wands. The spirit got plans for you, and the world is open to you. The world is here. Brilliant success. The world is open. So you got to be careful with who you connect with. Some people come into your energy, they can't stand that motherfucking heat. They'll turn jealous, they'll turn envious, they'll steal from you, they'll plot against you, or they'll just feel burnt up in some kind of fucking way in your presence. It's only a certain amount of people or kind of people that could be around with you that can match your vibration, that don't get intimidated by your energy, by your fire. Compassion is coming through. Yeah, we hold compassion. You bring compassion through. It's something about compassion. And I see green is giving earth angel type of energy, earth star type of energy. It's like a star being born on earth. And you are a compassionate person. And it is something about protecting your heart and your boundaries. See, you definitely are something straight from the source. I'm talking about Mother, Father, God energy. You could be another conduit for that. You could be discovering your God self, your divinity that lives within. Mother, Father, Alpha, Omega, God. It's giving God incidences. We was picking up on the word God incidences off that card yesterday. And God incidences is like those coincidences, those happenings that, you know, the Most High God has allowed to come together. They allowed this crashing to happen, this collision, celestial collision, so that this earth star of compassion can be born, beloved. This one. Yeah, divine timing. And it's something about timing. Look, it's giving you strength. And you are getting guidance so that you can raise your vibration. And that vibration, look at that heat in the chest. It's heat. It's fire. Yes, that's what Spirit said. Yes, it's fire. I remember when we was on, Veronica, wasn't that Sunday your Practically Personals? Big Beautiful is saying that the hottest part is just above the orange part. That's interesting. They're saying the blue flame is the coldest, and when Jean pulled it, it's definitely, she said that it was the hottest. So we don't know, but it's definitely blue flame energy here. So whether it's the hottest or the coldest, whichever part it is, thank you so much for checking my chemistry, because I told you we would have had to look it up. But it's definitely something going on with that. The flame that you put out. And it's giving blue flame energy. Thank you. Activations. Somebody is definitely coming into activation. It's giving coming online. Systems is firing up. Strength and courage is here. Yeah, infinite potential. Manifestation vortex coming through. Infinite potential. So somebody is discovering their infinite potential or believing in infinite potential and infinite possibilities. We've said that a couple of times through this message. The spirit has said, do you believe in magic? Do you believe in the potentiality of all things? Yeah, third eye activation. See, this is definitely spiritual activation, inner vision, clear seeing. Somebody is coming online. Somebody is coming online. It could be full DNA activation. I'm not for sure, but you definitely going through the heat, through the pressure. It's developing. It's giving some sort of firestorm within that's allowing you to get the heat you need to burst out on the scene. Yeah, look at that heat, that light. It's time for you to shine, to burst out on the scene, answering your call. Star being or a star guide beings. Yeah. Look, spirit guide. Look, both of them coming through at the same time. Spirit guides, halls of learning, and learning experience is on the table. It is great lessons. That's what you had to go through, and it's giving heat. Yeah. Throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression, the temple of truth. And we said something about the truth with that sword that's sitting in front of the person on that composure card, right? It's definitely truth. And it's giving like defenselessness, like the truth itself defends you. You don't need to pick up the sword and do nothing. You just allow the light from within to emanate, to radiate, and all things that belong to you will come back into you, beloved. Yeah, look at the light, sun. You talking about the central sun, the brightest star in the motherfucking solar system? Ours right here? Come on. The central sun, abundance downloads, and we said that you are going to go into brilliant success. Look at the success there. See a regeneration. So if you feel like you lost something, you have the ability to create it. This person didn't steal shit from you. They didn't. If anything, they just sealed their own fate by doing what they did, or they did what they needed to do to awaken you, to activate you. And that's how you need to look at it. Instead of focusing on the negative, Spirit said focus on the good. What was the good? If you can't focus on the good, be neutral. Be neutral. Let it go. It's neither good nor bad. It just is. It is what it is. That's the premise of that statement. It's neither good nor bad. It just is what it is. It happened. You can't change it. It's in the past. So focusing on it with a negative connotation only emanates negative energy, negative frequency, and you will manifest more negativity. So when you understand to become neutral, to just accept, to allow outrageous openness, it is what it is. All things are possible, and we can experience, an array, a variety of things. Like probability is happening. You can't control all the other factors and what may bump into you, but you can control how you move through the process of development. You can control how you feel about it. You can control how you think about it. You can control your frequency. You can become response able. You can allow it to activate you, to empower you, to give you strength and guidance. Ooh, what is that? Something. You wanted to jump out? Stars align, remembering home, soul, family. You can allow it to awaken you so that you can remember where you really come from. It'll even guide you towards your soul family. You clear out connections. You release some shit. You let it go. You will move forward and you will be in touch with the people that you are supposed to be with. Crystal Skull Wisdom is coming through. That's what flipped. Definitely Crystal Skull Wisdom. And we see Stargate heart chakra opening. Somebody being unlocked. Generosity could be compassion. We see Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding your sacredness. You are what you are seeking. When you go within and you find out that the source of us living is already within us, it is our source, right? So the source of you, the light of you, the activating power that's within you, every piece, every pixel, right? Because the Most High God is everything. Is that primordial abyss, and it's given the essence of all. You are a part of it. You're not separate from it. It's not separate from you. It is you. This came out in reverse. Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads, recalling power and future thinking. Somebody needs to recall their power. Your power belongs onto you, and it's not just in one tangible form. It's not. Somebody may have, like I said, they could have took this thing right here. They took it. They ran away with it. They set the bitch on fire. So now I can never recover this. But what they cannot destroy is the energy of it. Because matter, energy is never destroyed. It only transforms. We know that. So can I call that energy back to me? Yes. I call that energy back. And it will be transformed into something different, but I received that energy back, so I was never stolen from. There's no such thing as theft. It's, can you look at it like that? Can you call it back? And yes, you can, beloved. Yes, you can. See, you can call it back. Voice activation. You have divine support to pull your shit back. And it's something about being in attuning yourself, tuning your frequency. If you are the antenna and you need to pick up channels, you have to adjust the antenna so that you can pick up that frequency, that channeling, and get the information that it can flow into you. Think about it like a radio or a television. It runs off a frequency that you cannot see. Wi-Fi is a whole motherfucking thing. Wireless internet frequency. You know what I mean? Like, people don't think about what it really is. Is those things, you can't see it. You can't fucking see the internet, but you know you tap into it. Why would spirituality be anything different? Where do you think the internet concept came from? How did we create it? Because it's already there. There's really nothing new under the sun, right? So there's really nothing new. Then you just tap into your fucking Akashic records and have it restored onto you. You remember it. Oh, we can do this? Yes. We can use sound frequency to move megalithic, big ass fucking blocks and shit and build pyramids? Yes, we can. Is that how they did it, y'all? Yes, with sound frequency. Sound resonance. You have anything like, okay, so y'all see the grains of sand and people do the experiments. They put the grain of sand on top of a surface and then they play sound frequency and watch how the sand arranges itself. You throw out the chaotic spread and you add frequency like the humming, the movement, oscillation, creating sound, and you watch it arrange itself and see the formations that it makes. Same thing when you freeze water. If you freeze water and you play angry music, the way that the crystals express itself is very jagged and very rigid. But if you play something calm and soothing, like the frequency of the universe, which is this very low, like, what is it? I think the frequency of Earth is like 7 point something. I have to look it up because I don't want to lie. We already did the blue flame thing. We ain't lying. We just didn't know like which one is hotter because it was picking up that blue flame energy. So let's see. Frequency of the universe. Frequency of the universe. Here we go. So some people claim that 432 is it. Some people say it's 160 gigahertz. So that's one. What's the frequency of the Earth? Earth frequency is 7.8 hertz. So I would think the universe would be lower than the 7.8. So that's out for debate. But according to AI Google, 7.83 hertz is the electromagnetic frequency generated by lightning and resonates in the space between Earth's surface and the ionosphere. So, again, we have other harmonics, 14.3, 20.8, 27.3, and they always talk about the Schumann resonance or the Solfeggio resonance, like the pure frequency tones, right? Not like just like the binaural beats, but it's like listening to pure tones. Mm, mm, mm. So, I don't know. It's given like being able to tune your frequency. Because if you are not practicing on how to calm the body and tune your frequency, then you won't be able to tune into those channels to get your messages. It's like always listening to a staticky radio, or the channel itself just won't come in. And all you hear is the white noise, is the static, and the message you can't hear it. It's not decipherable, is what they're giving me. So somebody in this learning experience space, you really need to hone and tune your frequency so that you can get your messages. The divine can come through, your soul can express itself. Because your soul has a story to express. There's things that it needs to do. And everything that's happening around you is the process of you becoming you. The you that you need to be in order to express this divine sacred mission, this thing, whatever your purpose is. And for somebody, it's developing you into a star, like a whole for real ass fucking superstar. It's been given iconic all week since Saturday. And if you don't believe that you can be iconic, then I'm definitely not talking to you. Because whoever you are, you believe it and you will put the work in. You may not understand that the journey is causing or requires this level of collision, this level of heat, this level of hurt and remorse and work, learning experience. Because if you don't have the heat, that 10 million Kelvin, then your star cannot be born. It will just, I don't know what happens with the energy if you don't develop enough heat, but it's definitely that's what's happening. And that's what we were saying, like Veronica's channel, I is Inspired Tarot, from Sunday, her Practically Personals, we were picking up fire. We kept, and that's what we asked about. We didn't ask like a reading for self. We wanted to understand the fire that's in the collective because have been picking up so much heat. It's because there's a star that's getting ready to be born. And again, that could be a new start. It could be a new soul. It could be like this representation of you being cracked open and really breaking through. And stardom is coming for you. So whoever resonates with this, you know it. You know it in your gut that you got something, that thing, that it thing, that sparkle. It's like that sensitivity. Everybody don't shine as bright as the sun. They just don't. When you look at this sky, it's so many stars back there. Like the stars are always out, and the sky is littered with stars, but some of them you can't see. And if we are facing the sun and we are in the illusion of daytime, it overpowers every other luminary. You can't see them shine. Only thing you see is this sun. That's it. You might be able to see the moon in the daytime, right? You can see that luminary, but the moon only shines because of the part of it that's facing the sun. That's it. Otherwise, you would not see it. Every person that has broke out into iconic stardom had to believe that they would be a star. They knew it. It was something in them that told them that they had that it factor, they had that thing. And a lot of people will come in and scam folks with talent and be telling them, you got this or you got that, or let me help you or let me do this. So Spirit said, make sure that you don't rush off to the races when you think about contracts or signing with a person for anything, no matter what it is. Whether you are an inventor, whether you are an artist, whatever, a content creator, whatever it is. Think about your contracts because people will try to rob you. They will. And if you allow your spirit to guide you, take your time to meditate and get the answers, your spirit team will protect you. Anything else? Yes. Which one? This? So we do see the purple deck. Somebody's ancestors, spirit team, coming through. It could be your higher self as well, but it's your heavenly host. It's your heavenly spiritual team that's coming through to give you this message. Eagle, you are designed to fly high, and you use the energy of the storms to go higher. Eagle energy, you're not a entity of the low. Not only will you eat when you take focus and target at something, they don't even fucking see you coming. Like eagles is like the beast in the motherfucking sky, okay? Shit, you could come from the Americas, I'm not for sure, but eagle is coming through. We lead and you follow. See, stay behind your spirit team and they will guide you. They will guide you. They will take you. They will take you all the way. This one, yes, yes. Overflowing. They're gonna take you. You talking about being brilliantly successful, a life that overflows and purposeful. Ten of Cups energy, like everything overflowing. Everything is up. Look, immortality. Immortals are gifting you with vitality. This is your spirit team. We said your heavenly host. Spiritual. They are immortal and they're gifting you with this life force. Vitality, vibrancy, fire, heat. Pass down gifts. See, you definitely are a person that's gone through a spiritual awakening. You are gifted. And when I say that, talent is something that's amazing, but talent by itself doesn't cut it. You have to put the work in. You got to hone it. And people who are iconically successful, what they do, they work at it and work at it and work at it and work at it until they get it perfected, until it's muscle memory, till they don't even gotta think about it. It just flows through. It's constantly in training, just like an athlete, somebody who's always training. I always be shocked at, like, because right now it's football season and the rules in football is always changing. How do they know, right? You got to make sure you get that foot down, and then you got to bring that other leg down and drag that toe, all while you catching the ball, tucking the ball, controlling the ball. All of these things you have to be conscious at, like so in tuned that it just comes out, it flows naturally. That's that training. That's them drills. That's that up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and don't leave until 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. You done been in the gym, you done ran your endurance, your following the plays, learning and studying. It's so much work to put in to get to that level, and people dismiss it. They think they could brush over it. They could just get it done with a little bit of nothing, and that's not iconic level. You gonna shine, you gonna sparkle, you gonna have your 15 minutes, but is that shit gonna be like sustaining to build legacy where they fucking building monuments at the end of the day? No, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. And it's okay if you're not on that level, if that's not what your spirit told you to do. You're not inspired and motivated to do it. That's okay for somebody, but it's not okay for you. Whoever you are, it's not okay for you. Purple and white, royalty. It's not okay. It's not okay for you. You are royalty. You got a title already, and this is before you turn into the magician. You already got a crown. You already got a title. This is before you even realize where you're going to. I don't know who I'm talking to, but baby, this shit is big. It is. Rainbows and glitter. Well, it's not, this is not even where you're going to. Over the motherfucking rainbow. Light languages, and you are an original. Of course you are an original. Your star is just being born. You finna bust the fuck out. Of course you're an original. You are something the world has never even seen before. It takes the collision, it takes the pressure, it takes the heat for your star to be born, to burst out on the scene. So of course you're an original. Something that has not existed in this capacity. All the ingredients coming together, boom, here come you. Something that the world ain't seen before, period. The ingredients is there, but it took all of this to culminate and produce you, beloved. Original. Light languages. Somebody speaks light languages. You speak to the light in other people. Angelic attunement. Voice activation. Star being. You could speak. Voice activation. Seraphim's guideway. It's something with your voice. Angelic attunement. Tuning it. You speak light languages. You speak to the light in other people. All people from walks of life. All types of beings will be attracted to you. Not everybody gonna get you. It's not 100%. We know that. But it's a thing about being so attractive and speaking those languages. And I'm not getting like dialects like you speak English, you speak Spanish, you speak French, and Swahili, and tag along, or it's just like you speak to the light within. The compassion that comes through speaks to the heart of people. Your heart speaks to other people's heart. They can feel you. And the things that you've been through, the collisions, the pressure, the heat, everything that birthed you makes you that much more relatable. That much more relatable for those who can relate with putting the work in. Because those who just full of excuses and don't want to do it, they ain't gonna fucking get it. Why? Because it ain't in them. It's not. They not designed to burn that bright. But those who are on that track, you will motivate and inspire them to be all that they can be, to shine their specific light. Anything else? Yes. I hear motivation, and motivation is over here. But they got me looking at this box, a box of blessings is what it says. Which one would you like over here? This, this, this. Alrighty. So let's get some beautiful affirmations, and we're going to call it. Thank y'all so much for tapping in, for sticking around for the rising message. I pray that y'all have a great, wonderful day. This is your girl, Lati, here at Tears and We Tarot Show, where you show enough never know what you're going to get. A star is being born, beloved. And I pray you believe it. The star will. The star knows. The star knows that they have star material. They feel something. They know something in the inside. You may not get why things are happening the way that they are happening. And during this reflection period, you could be focused on the negative. And Spirit said, please focus on the good. You want both of these? Because you focusing on the good will manifest more good, right? If you focus on the negative, then you will bring in more negative energy, and they don't want you to do that. If love turns lonely, let go. So somebody could have been in a relationship, and you may have been called to let it go because you may have been feeling like you were in a relationship by your fucking self. It could have been transactional with those 10 of coins, like it's just for money, we don't have nothing in common, or something, whatever happened in that relationship, you had to walk away from it and you left at a detriment. You let go and it was a detriment. 10 of Pentacles to the 5 of Pentacles, needing to reach out for spiritual help. There's a shit ton of happiness inside of me. If love turns lonely, let go. And it's giving coldness. So somebody that you was in a relationship could have gone cold, and you could have felt lonely in it. I'm not a sunrise. I am the fucking sun. What did we say? Literally. Did we not say the central sun? This, I don't know if this is it. Nope, that's Halls of Learning. The central sun came out and we talked about it. And we had nice long conversation like how you don't see these other motherfucking lights when the sun is out. Here it is. Thank you, Spirit. The central sun. You don't see all them other lights when the sun is out. I'm not a fucking sunrise. I am the fucking sun, okay? So somebody's star is being born. The sun had to go through them same processes. There had to be a gaseous collision. It had to go through the pressure of collapsing and spinning out of control. It had to have that heat build up until it got so hot, 10 million Kelvin, which caused it to explode. And look what it does for everything that's around it. And those that are not in the right position to feel its heat, to feel its heat is what they're saying. It's giving cold. It's giving frozen. Cold and frozen. So if love turns lonely, let go. If it got cold, you had to let go. Find a way, not an excuse. Stars find a fucking way. They don't make excuses. They make a way. It's gonna get done. I don't know how it's gonna get done, but it's gonna happen. They're not gonna sit up there and be like, I don't got the money, I ain't got a ride, I ain't got a way. I ain't got a suit. I can't go to the interview because I don't got a suit. The fuck type of shit is that? Go to the Goodwill and get a goddamn suit. Go borrow a suit. Go to the church somewhere and get a suit. You can find a suit. You can find a way. Don't find an excuse. Find a way. That's what they said. Positivity radiates out of me like fucking sunshine. Again, sun energy coming up from right here, and they put it in reverse because somebody is focused on the negative. Five of Cups, focusing on the negative, focused on the negative. Think because things didn't turn out how you think it should be. But what did it do? It taught you to go in and to meditate and get your advice from the spirit before you do anything. Before you make a move, you tap in. You learned that shit, so that's something for you to focus on. That's good for you, beloved. Focus on the good. And everybody that know that around the Series of Week Tarot show, the spirit pulled a cup before we pull a card, before we even sit down. They already gave us the message, focus on the good. We didn't know they was going to pull this Five of Cups. Then the first thing that says is focusing on the negative. That's the lesson. So for somebody, you need to, I don't know, it's kind of weird because somebody does believe in magic, but you could be going through like belief versus disbelief or in a learning phase, like kind of weighing things out, still feeling negative about shit that happened and not understanding how it's really working for your good. Like you needed that pressure to birth this star. Like the star cannot be born without going through the process, which is why we always hear trust the process. There's a shit ton of happiness ahead of you. It is. Believe it. Believe it. It can't come into you if you don't believe it. And if you believe that all things are possible, then why you can't believe this? I think you should. The stars are aligning. And so this star is being born because you are part of the alignment. You are part of the lineup, beloved. You could be one of the newer ones. You definitely a newer one on the scene because you just being born. So there's that. And maybe whatever needs to happen can't happen until your star is born, beloved. Ding. What's happening, like you are part of a team and your team can't finish the work, the job without you. It's like, you know how you be trying to hire for a position, compassion, it needs your compassion. The team is low, so say if the team is made out of like intelligence, protection, compassion, you know what I mean, your compassion, and they need you on the team. You fulfill something. Yeah, you got to do some sort of work. I can't make it up. Look, you got to do the work. And that's been the Eight of Pentacles. It came out in the channeled portion of the message yesterday when Spirit had us writing it on the pad like they was writing out the message. And as we were delivering the message, such as now, they were writing down certain things, right? So it was almost like giving us the energy of analyzing the message while they were delivering the message, writing the message, keeping track of the message. So as they brought the cards out, people could really see, oh, that's what they're saying, and put this together with this. So somebody might need that. You know what I mean? Like to be able to put the pieces together and see what it is that you're supposed to be working on. Because Spirit definitely saying, look, they got listen deeply and do the work. So they definitely want somebody to listen deeply, because it's something about your contract that you're working on and you need to understand circumstances around it. I'm seeing a card that says Akashic Records, like how this loss, the Five of Pentacles, and you putting the work in, like the work required this Five of Pentacles. It required you to take a loss, not a loss. The L, which is the lesson, right? The learning experience. You needed to go through this in order to develop this, to be birthed on the scene. It was a part of your success. You cannot come to the success. You cannot get the victory without going through that Five of Pentacles, without getting that learning experience, without being pushed into the hermit, without developing this heat, that fire, that 10 million Kelvin heat. The star can't be born without it. It's just a part of the process, just period. And somebody need to understand it. Composure, there's the blue flame. That's what we were getting. So if it's cool flame or the coolest part of the flame, it is what it is. Either way, you're going to do some amazing shit with that. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I heard. So I hope y'all got the ingredients. I pray that it came together to make the meal for you, beloved, and that you are spiritually strengthened and edified, encouraged to bear the yoke that's on your shoulder, because a star is being born. That's what the heat is. That's the heat, right? Sensitive, open-hearted, compassionate. But you might have been inexperienced, right? You could be a little bit moody right now. You could be thinking about those past relationships. It could be causing some sort of negativity. But it's definitely given heightened psychic abilities. Somebody is a very strong psychic. It's given a channel, a conduit for the spirit to flow through, to perform its work through you. And it required this Five of Pentacles. I can't make it up. It required this. This is a part of your becoming. And for somebody, I'm even hearing growing up. It's a part of the process. It's almost like I keep getting MJ energy. See, somebody is going through a transformation. Things are being changed. And it's something about somebody is, it's like you thinking negatively about the transformation, how things in your life has transpired, how things have transformed, how things didn't work out the way that you thought it should be in the past. It's even giving something about time that's lapsed or something like that, but you need to change your energy on how you view it, how you think about it, how you feel about it. I can't change how I feel about it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Because eventually you get to the point where you process those emotions and you don't give a fuck. If it's somebody that hurt you and you get to the point where you don't give a fuck and you give it zero fucks, then you change how you feel about it. You decide whether you're going to be mad or whether you are going to be glad. It used to be an old school saying. My auntie used to say you could scratch your ass and get glad. Right? You can change how you feel about it. You really, really can. You can decide to give zero fucks. You can decide to be neutral no matter what happens. Is it a process to train yourself to be neutral and not assign a vibration frequency to an event or to a person? To just be like, they are what they are. It is what it is. I can see them through neutral eyes. I am impartial to it. Yeah, Queen of Swords. That's the intelligence. That's the intelligence. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. Type of energy. I can discern it. I can see. I can listen. But at the end of the day, I decide how I'm going to fucking feel about it. I decide what I let touch my heart. I decide how I'm going to express my emotion. You don't have to just always be so mental, but you do think about it. It's like a balancing the head and the heart. You need both. You can't be all heart and all water, and you can't be all sword. It's somewhere in the middle. It's spirituality and neutrality. Being neutral. You can decide to focus on the good. You can decide what you see and how you see it. Going back to like me nerding out with subatomic particles, they express themselves as a particle or a wave based on the observing party. How do you see it? Hey, Miss Lisa. Thank you so much, Sis Star. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for tapping in. There's the Hermit. See, you go into yourself and you decide how you see about it. How you see it. How you see about it. How you see it. How you feel about it. Time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor. And we see the Knight of Cups. It's a love offer here. You could be falling in love with yourself. You could be swept off your feet by somebody else. It could be lack of balance in a relationship, right? It's definitely, they stopped me on a lack of balance in a relationship. So somebody could have been cold, and that's what happened in the past, right? When you end up feeling like you ran into a person, boom, a collision, but love turns cold, or it's an imbalance in a relationship, or you feel lonely in that and had to walk away from it, and now we see the Five of Pentacles, feeling left out, and touching base with your spirit, going into the Hermit. You found everything that you need within. And so where you go after that, beloved, is given stardom. There's no telling. It's all up to you to accept the pressure, to accept the heat, to continue to do the work, to accept your mission. Honestly, I told you to keep going. Knight of Pentacles, to keep going. Can you keep going? Can you persevere? Stay loyal, stay dedicated, knowing that you are protected. You have protection, you're not by yourself. To plan before you take any action, but to keep going, to pay attention to the details. A guardian angel or somebody watches over you. A guardian angel watching over you. Come on with this thing. You protect it, and you gonna leave people behind. Those who gambled and took a risk with you, look who walking away with all the motherfucking chips. You laughing. Somebody made an unwise choice, but there is a better way that would make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity and who have questionable motives. That's why you got to slow down. I'm hearing showdown, so there is a showdown that's happening. Justice is coming, and it's giving that person who thought they got away with something. Yeah, magician. They could be a manipulator. This person, who is this? Is this the manipulator, the magician? Is this the person who thought they won and got away with something they could have? You could be sitting there in the back like you feeling like you lost your shirt. You could have been one of them people that this person got. But either way, it's given a wise choice. And it's almost like the person who feel like they got away with something is the one that's gonna get got. That's what Spirit said. They done got. Fudge. What is the title, y'all? I can't see it right now in the live. It's 10:25, and it's when I click it, it's just gonna go back into the live. It's not gonna let me see the title or the description. Spirit said they can't take what's yours. Boom. So if it's something in here that this person thought they got away with taking, they can't take what's yours. That's what Spirit said. And it said change. They got for coming for your spot. So whoever this person is, Spirit said they gonna get got. They got for coming for your spot. They can't take what's yours. That's this. So somebody, and I'm picking up on this person for some reason, like maybe you gambled or made an unwise decision and you lost big. But this loss is a part of your journey. It's a part of your destiny. And Spirit said they can't take what belongs to you. It may not be these exact chips. Like this person ain't gonna turn around and give you back your shit. They not ethical. You know what I mean? It's a mind game. It's mind games. But when you learn from this lesson of what happened and you went into this Five of Pentacles and accepted it, it is what it is. You touch base with the Spirit. You understand that you have protection and help the Hermit. You will be diligent and you will get it all back, beloved. And whoever thought that they could manipulate you and take your shit, oh, they gonna get got, beloved. That's what Spirit said. Thank you for bringing it back full circle, for wrapping it up. Yeah, release. Yeah. Ending, leading to a new beginning. The need to release situations or people that's holding you back. Spiritual transformation into what a high priestess. You definitely, look at this psychic ability. You are being born and you gonna get to work. You're gonna create something. It is gonna bring back every motherfucking thing that the enemy stole. You gonna get it all back. And I'm hearing you want it all. Not a crumb less. I want every last motherfucking bit, pixel, down to the subatomic particles. Every bit of my energy. I want it back. Celebration. You got it. You got it. Go, 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 go. Ooh, ooh. Somebody thought they was in a solid relationship, but it's like coming out of whatever happened, Five of Pentacles, you will have celebration. You will come to victory. And the Spirit says, send gratitude to the divine and the angels that's helping you to bring peace and prosperity. It's giving restoration and prosperity into your life. Not just peace, but even it could be these pieces. If you got 5 pentacles, then the other 5 pieces are missing. Right? So whatever those pieces are, those particles coming back to you, give great gratitude for it. I'm going to say that again. clearing anything that would want to interrupt this communication. Spirit says, send gratitude to the divine and the angels for the peace and prosperity coming to you. The other 5 pieces that make up your Akashic inheritance, your 10 of Pentacles. You left with 5, you keep working, but those other pieces that this person took from you, they're being returned to you. And you will transmute those pieces back into wholeness, renewal, restoration. You will transmute those pieces back into wholeness. See, review the past with compassion, and you came out being compassionate to do the work. Compassion, right? And reviewing the past, the 5 of Cups says you was looking at it negatively. Spirit said focus on the good. So if you review the past with goodness, with compassion and forgiveness, you will head in a different direction. That clarity brings you into your purpose. In your heart, you will know what to do. And we see them between 2 different flags, the red and the blue. They are neutral. It's a neutral position between the 2. It's not all the way the cold and it's not all the way the heat, but it's something that's neutral. But we did see that blue flame coming up off of you, so take that how it resonates. Or just shit, blue and red make purple. Does it not? Does blue and red make purple? What makes purple? Is it blue and red? Give me the primary colors. Elementary. Blue and red, I think, makes purple because that's what's in the middle, the neutral energy. And purple is 3rd eye chakra. It is, spiritual sight, spiritual vision, intuition. Yeah, wise counselor, spiritual sight, spiritual intuition. It's purple. Unity with a spiritually minded community, or asking the divine for help and trusting that the answers will come. Comparing traditional methods with new ideas and see which best for you. It's something that's neutral. It's in the middle. I gotta look it up. I wanna know. I think it's red and blue makes purple. Red and blue make what color? Purple. Purple. We remembered. Ha. See? It's somewhere neutral. Red and blue makes purple. So not all the way cold with it, not all the way hot with it, somewhere in the middle, neutral. And if you can't be just neutral, then instead of going to the negativity, go to higher vibration and heat rises. So maybe that's a part of your blue flame. Maybe you need to turn up the heat or understand that your fire is getting hotter so you can move away from cold heat into hot heat. I don't know. But I definitely feel in somebody heat is turning the fuck up like that. The fire is lit like the shit is hot. It's giving 10 million Kelvin, beloved. A star is being born. And whoever, I don't know, that's all we got. That's it. Spirit said that's it. Because we could just keep talking to y'all and keep talking and reading this energy because it's so lit. It's so hot. And we had to really get down to the nitty gritty of it, the core of it. And we thank y'all so much for sticking around. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for tapping into the rising message. Please don't forget today, what's today's date? 10/22. 2025. So if you guys want to come back later and join the week Wednesday evening live, we will have a special guest. Grief, heartache, look at it differently. It's another person, an angel help support that's with you to help heal that heart. Right? They need your compassion. You could be a person that through all of your experiences give out a great deal of compassion onto the plane, and your spirit team needs you to help them do this work. Everybody brings something, right? So this evening we will be doing a live, right? But it will be a collaborative reading. It will be with my sister Michelle Fernandez from Life Mantra Tarot. You think you just guessed it? A special guest was Jean. You missed was you here last week, Jean, when Veronica was with us? I think it was last week. Because Veronica was here on the Tears and We Tarot show, Now, this week is going to be Michelle Fernandez from Life Mantra Tarot. And we are trying to do a lineup because we have a couple of channel messengers that we commune with, that spiritual, like-minded community. Veronica from Aya's Inspired Tarot, Michelle Fernandez, Life Mantra Tarot, Clarity from the Empress Lounge. No, you was right, but she was already here. Oh yeah. It was beautiful. And the live is still up if you want to check it out. I can post it to the community page, and you may be able to find it on her community page. Because I think I shared it with her, and she, pinned it. So if you were interested, you know how we get. It was definitely. Oh, Veronica again. We will cycle back through, right? Because we just enjoy that combination and the magnification of the energy. So I'm very excited for Michelle at Life Mantra to come through and to do a collaboration with her. We've interviewed her on Facebook before and kind of learned about her background. But this right here is going to be something magnificent. It's going to be something very different. We are always on the same wavelength. We can be live at the same time, having spoken in days or weeks. It still pull on the same energy confirmation, right? It's definitely pulling on the same energy. The synchronicity, just like what you guys saw with Veronica, is beautiful. So we look forward to bringing those collaborative readings, so you guys we can bounce off one another. That energy just flow and how it complements and the synchronicities. So hopefully it's just very full and we feel like it's going to be a magnificent session. So if you want to stop by this evening, 10:22 around 6 p.m. EST, we will be live doing, the collab, and it should be great week. So tap in. If you are new, I thank you. Thank you so much for being here. We are a different tarot show, beloved, okay? We are a channeled messenger. My name is Lati. And we just allow the spirit to use us. We are a willing and surrendered vessel. I don't know why. Is there something going on with that? Surrender, yes. Willing, yes. Vessel, no. I'm hearing the word conduit. So they want us to say conduit at this time. It's like a conductor, the energy. We're a conduit and the conductor is coming through. Like they're driving the train, right? It's not us. We don't pull cars. The spirit does. Somebody may need to analyze their readings because they keep giving us this energy. I know it's something that we feel like the spirit is calling us to do. As we're reading, like yesterday, we took notes when it was a very deep message, and we saw how the spirit came back and reaffirmed what they wrote down through the cards. So somebody could be called to spirituality. You could be called to message, and that was a weird thing because Clarity picked that same thing up in her live last night. She was picking up and using tarot as a healing mechanism, right? A lot of people get into readings or tarot for healing. They want to know what's going on, whether it's what's going on with their karmic, helping them to understand whether they're going to have a second chance in a relationship, what's coming up in their energy, whether they're going to get the next job, whether hardships are going to break open and brighter days are coming. What is it that they need to deal with from a shadow work perspective, right? So somebody may need to get into like reading from a holistic standpoint, right? Just to understand self, your journey. Allow your wise counselor to speak to you using some sort of medium that the spirit wants to use. For somebody, it is tarot. Some of them, it could be books. Like this is the book, it's not the card. So the spirit could take you through the book to a certain page and have you read on it. They could tell you spreads to use for yourself and what type of information you can derive from it. So it's definitely an integrative approach to using tarot for personal growth. And that's our purpose. We growing over here. We healing over here. We understanding the laws. We are understanding our gifts, and unraveling it. And somebody is a spiritualist. You are. It may be against like what your family tell you to do, your community. You may have to block out or come away from that group of people to really hone in on this. It's giving the work to practice it, to hone your gifts and being comfortable and feeling free enough to do it. And that requires the strength and the courage to break away from people that will tell you that this is wrong. They will tell you that how could you not have psychic abilities? Like the ability to see spiritually. Most theologies acknowledge spiritual capabilities, what your spirit can do, how the vessel is designed to pick up and read information. That's what it does. That's its function. One of them, right? Your soul is limitless, it's immortal. So it knows. But sometimes the AI of the vessel, the brain, which has been programmed to think that it is itself, right? People can be limited based on those modelings and belief systems. And when you come to neutrality, it's not all this, it's not all that, it's somewhere in the middle, then things start to unfold. You become open, you become welcoming, you emanate an energy that says, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to awaken. It could be something that causes you to go within yourself, but you still have to come to the ability to be ready to awaken. Somebody is given clairvoyance, mediumship, channeling, even astral projection, and precognizance. Precognizance or precognition is big. Somebody could definitely gain some sort of notoriety by making predictions, and those things actually fucking happen. We've been picking up power lines and ley lines. We were picking up certain natural disasters. So a lot of famous psychics are those people who can predict and be like, you know what, I'm feeling unrest in this area, or I'm feeling a natural disaster in this area. Something on the political scene could be happening. It could be astrological events. We don't know. It's just like you could see stuff before it happens, and you say it and you deliver the message, and then the shit comes true. I could see that shit, people catching wind of it, and a lot of people being tuned into you because you just know. For some reason, you know before it happens. And you have to be very comfortable with saying it, with expressing it. And also releasing like the energy of guilt and regret. Like because you say it didn't cause it to happen. You just knew it was gonna happen. You say it because maybe it could help people, you gave them a warning, right? And then they could make a decision. And eventually people may come to an understanding like, yeah, they be seeing, they be knowing, and what they be saying, and then we see it. And that's what Spirit was giving us, right? Because that happens here in our little microcosm. The Spirit will say something. These random ingredients, they'll be saying it, they're channeling it, and then they pull up the cards to show it. Therefore, you might believe it. So somebody may be able to channel a message, say it, and then people see what they said, what they wrote. I'm seeing date and time, so it's not like, like, oh, I just made this shit up today. No, go back, look at the record, find the date. You will see that we spoke about it. We wrote it down, and now you see it happen. So that's the proof that the premonition, the cognition was real, beloved. Yeah. Because a lot of people believe, but then they don't believe. You can't believe that all things are possible when you don't believe in psychics and mediums and clairvoyance and spiritual gifts. That you can astral project. That you can remember all of your life cycles, where you came from, your Akashic records. You can't say that you believe, that you're a believer in any capacity, but you don't believe in the things that you've never heard of or you've never seen. It just means you're not aware of it. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. The possibilities are limitless. I love y'all just like I love me, because we're growing. And that's our capacity. We're growing 1% on a daily. So we love you 1% more today than we did yesterday, right? The love is not going cold, it's not diminishing, it's not going away. If anything, it's growing a little bit more, deeper, expanding every single day. Yes. I love you just like I love the O and the A. The ending and the beginning. Yeah, because when there's an ending, there is a new beginning. And it just keeps happening for infinity. So when you transition from your old self to your new self into stardom, right? It's like that's just a new beginning. That too will end and you will be reborn again. Renewal. It just keeps happening. And for some reason, I'm picking up Kuan Yin, like this goddess of compassion that delays her own ascension to keep coming back to her team and doing the work with them. And if you be compassion and mercy, then how can they do the cleansing, the balancing, the renewing, the restoration, the uplifting without you? How much suffering and pain goes on in a balancing? So compassion to be on the team, they really can't do it without you. You know what I mean? To the next now. This one's done. I love you. I say.